A slightly reduced agenda for this evening. We've got some tributes which are due given what's happened in the ecosystem over the last couple of weeks. We wanted to just remember those folks. We've got a trivia quiz which returns after some technical challenges last time round. And then we've got the wonderful Beth to present her top tips for trailblazers, which I have to say went down a storm at London's Calling, Beth. I mean, it really was a great presentation. So hence your invitation to present it here to everybody. And then we've got Jakub, who's hopefully joining us at 7 o'clock to talk about how to get an app out onto the app exchange and getting that first app in place. And Coacto is sponsoring the event this evening, so thank you to those folks over there. And I just wanted to start with some tributes, really. As you know, we've lost a couple of giants in the ecosystem recently, and I just thought it would be good just to remember Gemma. Gemma actually joined us at the Cotswolds Salesforce user group back in February, and she shared the highlights of a really wonderful career, and she shared some great tips and so on. So it was a very sad loss to hear. We heard about Amanda as well. Now, as many of you will know, Amanda ran some cancer diaries over the last 18 months, 2 years, I think. Of her joining the Cotswolds Salesforce user group. She shared some really great thinking really around how you can take a path from being, if you like, an accidental admin into transforming yourself into something much bigger than an admin. Because as we know, admins are much more than admins in the Salesforce community. They really are masters of many things. It's such a shame to see such two giant people and really strong people in the ecosystem to be moving on at such a young age. So we pay tribute to those folks there.
Which new cloud was announced in May 23 to unify previous applications into one single solution? We've got red, Einstein Copilot; blue, nonprofit; orange, marketing. It was non-profit. Mark, you're in the lead.
Presented the talk that I'm going to be doing, productivity hacks, at London's Calling earlier in the year. So it's actually been really interesting to reflect on if those hacks, like if I still use those hacks, or like if I've used any new hacks since then. Next up is focus. So focus could definitely be like a whole talk of its own. There's so many different focus methods, but essentially what I want to focus on when I'm talking about focus and productivity is time blocking. I think merging what I've said in sort of preparation and focus, they're really great, but if you haven't established what your priorities are, you could be preparing for all the wrong things and focusing on all the wrong things. So definitely, if you don't know personally what your priorities are, speak with your team, ask what your manager thinks is top priority. So if you want to scan that is a link to a blog that has tons of other really good bits of advice.
I'm here mostly because recently I spent last 2 years on building different App Exchange products. So recently I published a book on this matter. Challenge with becoming App Exchange partner is that you have to learn lots of things, and it's not easy to get this knowledge because on one hand we have technical part, building the apps, passing security review. On the other, we have lots of business things, signing different contracts, defining price books, setting agreements with Salesforce and with our customers. And we have a go-to-market, so we are expected to own some marketing strategy, some product positioning, and so on. It's a lot, and we touched today literally only the list of the topics which you should already learn about. So if you are interested in learning more about them, you can take a look on my book, which is available on Amazon.
Beth and Jakub, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with the group. This is what this group is about. It's about sharing knowledge, about sharing experiences. It's about taking and learning.